Hey guys, it's Mark here. I have finally had enough of this. I've been waiting and waiting for the weather to be cool, but it's not. I mean, I was gonna do it today and I had 50-mile-an-hour winds. Not cool. The FPV1 or advanced transmitter is having problems with a lot of people with this Hubsan panel antenna. Now in the instruction manual that comes with it, either if you get the X4 Pro or you get the H501S Advanced version, it says that this Hubsan logo is supposed to face the quad. So it should be on the controller like that, and the blank side should face you. Well, the FPV signal is absolutely terrible on this controller. Over here I got my standard controller and the antenna modifications I did up here. This is the antenna I ordered, this panel antenna. It's a 14 dBi high gain panel antenna. It's made by BTG. And I've never ever had a problem with the standard transmitter and this antenna modification. I've got up to 1,250 meters clear FPV with this antenna. So I'm going to do two tests. I'm going to take the Hubsan patch antenna, panel, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to flip it around and see if it's built backwards by accident or something. If that doesn't work, I'm going to take this one and put it on the advanced transmitter, because they are the exact same, male SMA connectors. I'm going to put it on there and see if the FPV improves on the advanced controller with the X4 Pro. If it doesn't, I do not know what is going on. I've already opened up the controller. I've checked the IPEX or pigtail connections. Those are fine. I did find a little piece of styrofoam in between one, and it improved a little bit, but it's not getting any, it's still bad. So hopefully it's not too windy out there and I can do a range test with this controller. And if it's nice, maybe I'll fly the H501S too. One other thing to remember when you're putting these antennas on, you do not want to twist that wire. See those spin. So put it the way you want it and then tighten it with that. And then use like a needle nose, or this is a Robo Grips, and you would just want to get it tight, because otherwise it could swing loose on you when you're moving. So hopefully I can make it out there and finally put this FPV advanced transmitter problem to rest. God, I hope it works. Goodbye. Alright guys, we made it out here. I do have clear FPV, but the X4 Pro is just about 10 feet from me. I have the Hubsan logo facing me, so the flat side is going to be facing the quad. I do have a helmet cam on, so let's see what happens when the Hubsan logo is not facing the quad. I already did my compass calibrations, and just so you know, the frequency is 5755 megahertz. Alright, I got 9 GPS on the quad, and I am about to take off with the Hubsan logo facing me. Right now we have clear FPV. So, let's take it up. Looks like I did a really good compass calibration, because that thing is not moving. I'm going to take it up and fire. Look at this. We are at 122 meters, 400 feet. And the Hubsan logo is facing me. The quad is way up there. And I got crystal clear FPV. So the backwards theory may have been right. It's fighting the wind bad. It's really windy out here. But I'm telling you guys, look at 120 meters high. And 41 meters from me. I'm gonna hit return to home and see if the FPV, you gotta keep this controller absolutely crystal clear still. I mean, you See if I move it. Maybe I just had this antenna pointed the wrong way. It's unbelievable. It tells you to put the Hubsan logo towards the quad the entire time. And I still got crystal clear. Well, it's a lot better than it was when the... Oh, there we go. Maybe that wasn't it, guys. But actually, it's facing right above me, so I gotta... Let's see if it clears up any. It's coming down from 122 meters, 400 feet. I'm actually... There we go. Now that I face the antenna directly at the quad and don't move, good FPV. Very good FPV. Like I said, these could have been built backwards on, you know, because there are so many of these being bought, they could have just accidentally built this antenna backwards. All right, look at this. I got my high gain panel antenna, not the Hubsan. Absolutely crystal clear FPV. Another good calibration. So I'm gonna take it out and see what the range is like. Wow, you guys, I can't even tell you how much of a difference this antenna makes. Look at this FPV. We're at 117 meters out, or that's, yeah, 23 meters high, 117 meters out. You know, I can't really do a range test, but so what I'm gonna do is go, it's really windy, but I'm gonna go up and let's see how the FPV is. All right, so we are at 117 meters out, 40, yeah, let's punch it up. It's telling me my battery's low and it's really windy. But we are at 80 meters, 117 meters in range, still crystal clear FPV with that antenna. I think this is a better antenna. I really do. And the Hubsan, the logo, I don't know. Great FPV with that antenna. So at this point, I can't tell you if that antenna is better than the Hubsan, but it sure as hell seems like it. And what is really strange is that the Hubsan, I did the same flight both times, and better FPV with the BTG 14 dBi decibel. And what happens, you know, when you go higher in decibels is the reception is kind of like a cone, and the cone gets narrower. The higher decibels you go, the lower it gets wider, but it doesn't have as much range. That's why you need to keep that controller exactly perfectly still and have that panel antenna facing directly at that quad. And that's what I did. And I even showed some where I moved it away and it kind of broke up, but then I moved it back. So, you know, that's my conclusion. I don't know if it's just mine, but the Hubsan logo on the advanced transmitter panel antenna should not face the quad like the instruction manual says. There's even a picture on the box. Why would they do that? I think maybe a lot of people bought these things and they got manufactured so quick. I mean, it's pretty easy to, you know, make a panel antenna and accidentally put the logo side on the opposite side it's supposed to be on. So I think I finally figured it out, because I was getting breakups in FPV at 50 meters, 60 meters, 70 meters. I mean, at 400 feet, it was completely blacking out. Complete signal loss with the Hubsan logo facing the quad. I flipped it around. None of that happened. I even changed the antennas. Even better. So, you know, at this point, I think that antenna mod that I did on the standard controller, that antenna is better than the Hubsan. That's all I can say. until I can do a really long range test. It was too windy. Way too windy. I mean, I got like a 40-minute flight in, but it was fighting the wind the whole time. I mean, the boxes were getting blown around. I didn't really want to do it in the wind, but I was getting too impatient. It's Sunday. It's my only day off, and I wanted to go out and figure this out. So I think I did. So for any of you guys having FPV problems with your advanced transmitter, turn the antenna around and see if that fixes your problem. If it doesn't, get yourself an aftermarket antenna. Alright? Thanks for watching again. And next time I'm going to do a long range test when the weather chills out and it's not 20 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour winds. You shouldn't even fly in that, but I did anyways. And that thing was really pitching a lot when I brought it up high, but it made it. So I'm happy, and I finally figured it out. So I hope you guys do the same, and have fun. And remember, stay under 400 feet, 122 meters. Alright, see you later. Bye.